Come on with
any
it.
platonic relationships in your life right now?
With the woman?
Yeah.
No.
Is that by choice?
About to be around no woman platonically. Listen.
We gotta unpack this, Cam. Why?
Because I'm not about to play them type of games.
Is it self-control?
Call it what you want.
I'm asking.
Call it, it may be self-control.
I'm asking.
If she fine, I'm not about to have her around playing like I don't think that she's attractive.
Is it possible to think someone's attractive and still behave yourself?
Yes.
Do you have control of them thoughts?
Yes. But I'm not about to play them games.
What game is it?
The game of saying, hey, we not about to be friends. I don't have good-looking women that's friends around me.
Wait.
So
No.
Just all the. Do you have any ugly ones? I gotta ask.
That
I
part.
don't even have women friends, bro. Respectfully.
Why?
I feel like a lot of dudes be friends with women because they don't want to, they can't get them. And they just want to be like on the sidelines, waiting on an opportunity to present itself.
Mm-hmm.
There's that old saying that if you got a male best friend, hit him up and tell him right now, like I've been thinking you and me should be something and see how he respond.
Yeah.
I just feel like it don't work, and he might have said it in a very animated way, how he was saying it, but I believe in that. A lot of relationships where women and men are friends, I feel like it can only work if they tried it before and it ain't work. They got intimate or they try to be in a relationship or, they got busy and they later on found out that they better off with friends.
Right.
Then it could work like that. But
Yeah.
off the jump, like, just platonically, like, we friends, I don't know. Well, that's how I feel.
Yeah. Yeah. It ain't sitting well with you.
It don't never sit well with me.
So I mean, what you said. So I mean, what are we did? Because I thought we was friends. I thought we vibed. So we ain't platonic friends.
Nah. I'm just we got a working relationship.
Right, we do.
We got a working
We do,
relationship.
yes,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? We meet at the job on a Thursday. We get the job done.
Period.
We don't, I'm not at your house. You're not at my house. We not hanging out like that.
Yeah.
And that's how the relationship works.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's
for
how we
sure.
can. It's even that's how we can have honest conversation. Because you know why? Because you can look at me and know I'm not no spooky dude.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
creepy,
Because
yeah.
I ain't never gave you no spooky
Yes,
vibes.
my
So when you been
nigga.
looking at me and you're like, oh, I know this dude. I ain't never passed no
No.
crazy ass comments. That's
Right.
why we could do that. But a lot of dudes, because of the thirst.
The
You know,
thirst, to be
if the
real.
thirst in the atmosphere, it mess up a lot of dudes' energy because I could be that dude on the low that like you, right? And you don't need know. And then you're like, nah, I ain't trying to mess up. I ain't trying to mess with you like that. And I'll be like, oh, we can be friends then. But the whole time I like you.
Right.
And that energy gonna be weird.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird as fuck.
And you gonna feel it.
Exactly. See, the thing is, we more like family. Like this is like a family thing. And I have people ask me all the time, you and Manya, all the time. No, this is a platonic friendship. Same thing with producer. Like we are more than just friends. It's a family thing. We work together. We are trying to build something together. So, I think that it is very, very much possible to have, professional relationships with the opposite sex, to have other relationships with the opposite sex other than just an intimate relationship. I don't know what Cam Newton talking about. He's talking about I can't have no time. What about your what about people you do business with? What about the women who are very attractive that you do business with?
That's different.
Are you already plotting to take them down and to sleep with them? Like, I mean, I'm
You
confused.
just said something there.
Okay.
That's like you and me. We doing business.
Right.
That's family, like you said. That's different to what they talking about right here. So I think people got to be explicit when it comes to those conversations. See, it's different because like I done met your family, I done met your Paul, and we gotta put that thing on with the family
Yeah.
or whatever. I done met your brother. I can't be moving like that.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So I feel like every man got to have rules, boundaries, and stuff like that. Don't get in the situation knowing that, that's not what it is. That's what we say. The game is based on honesty, right? A lot of
Yes.
dudes, that's what I call moving spooky. You dig what I'm saying? And females can always, I want to say women, because some people don't like when I say females. I want to say women can always smell when you're thirsty. And not
Yeah.
thirsty get in the way of a lot of things like business. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like women and men sometimes they can't be friends. If I meet a female and female got these things when they be talking about, they be like, oh, I get along with men more than women. Oh, I got I just gotta let you
Mm-hmm.
know I got more friends that are dudes than women because I don't like women because women are catty and I get along with
That's
men because
true.
they just understand me. Man, my antennas go up.
Okay, the
Me
red flag.
personally, I'm like,
Red
okay,
flag. And then my thing is, just keeping it honest, just keeping it on the real tip, because I love to keep it 100.
right.
Most of my male friends are failed relationships, and I'm sure most of any guys, you know,
See, that's why I
relationship
rock with you
friendships.
because you keep it a
You,
thigh
you know what I'm
wow.
saying? So if your nigga, what I'm saying, got a bunch of female friends, just know that those were failed relationships. Most of my guy friends are failed relationships. You know what I mean? So
I told y'all,
yeah. No. I'm just gonna keep it real.
put
So
the camera on me, but
you go ahead, yeah, let them. Yeah.
I told y'all.
Yeah. I'm keeping
Right.
it real. I've changed my answer, and they asked me. They say, you the one you said you wasn't gonna stop talking to all your male friends for a relationship. I have changed my mind on that, and I am now 100% for leaving those friends behind for my new relationship. I will cut off any dude. I cannot wait to cut off all the dudes and all the friends for that one guy. So
You
I'm
on your
changing
way.
my mind on that.
You on your way. Watch
I'm
what
changing my mind.
happens.
I'm
Watch what
changing my
happens.
mind on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm cutting off all my ex, all my friends, my homeboys, except for one. But all my homeboys, I changed my mind. That shit's just gonna be over with. Because ultimately, when I think about it, all my guy friends, they are failed relationships,
Right.
literally.
Right.
So yeah, y'all right.
Hey,
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
I'm glad you say that
Yeah, it's the
because
truth. It's the truth.
I don't always agree with everything that Cam Newton say, and sometimes it just be how he express everything, talking about, oh, I want to do this, but sometimes, look, man, I put it like this. It's like when your mama tell you don't hang out with them dudes that do this and do that
Mhm.
because when you hang out with them, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna end up
Yeah.
in problems. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
it's the same thing. Like, listen, I'm in a relationship. If I'm in a relationship with somebody, I don't even want like that's my lady friend or whatever. I'm
Mhm.
not even trying to do that. Temptation, we hang out, something happen, we be drinking, something. I don't even need them type of problems. You did what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
sometimes the best thing is not to do that. So that's why I don't really trust them
Right.
type of relationship because 9 times out of 10, somebody in a duo is being dishonest.
Exactly. That's what
Right.
they say. Birds of a feather flock together. So you got to be careful with who you let your man and let your female get to flocking with. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what they got going on in these comments and see what the people are saying about this topic. Okay.
Hmm.
We got a comment. It says from a Pri. Hey, a Pri.
Hey,
I
what
have
up,
male
Pre?
friends whom I've never crossed those paths with. The friendship has principle, respect, and all love. I've met their wives when married and more. I believe that maturity is key. Well, shout out to you, Apri.
Shout outs to you, Pre.
Monica said boundaries. Boundaries is really that's the truth. That is the truth. Exactly. Yes, we can, sis. It's okay to change your mind. Clock it. I did. I'm changing my mind, y'all. I'm changing my mind because
I
now that
like
I
that.
think about it,
I like that.
most of my male friends were failed relationships,
Mm.
and that's just my situation. I do have some friends like y'all. I do have a handful of guys
Mm.
who came in my life as friends, but I know that they once wanted to, explore and things like that. So, shout out to y'all for setting those boundaries, for being able to have those successful platonic relationships
Hmm.
because it is possible. We don't know what Cam Newton talking about, okay? He's talking about it's not possible. It is possible. We got women in the comments saying it's possible.
Hmm.
In our case, it's possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
feel like fellas, it's like fellas, listen, sometimes I'm gonna give y'all some game,
yeah.
man.
Come on.
If you want to be around some good looking women, have a good looking woman as your friend.
No, for real. That's
Don't be
true.
thirsty.
That is
Like
true.
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm look,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. You see how you know, hey, shout outs to Jay-Z and all that. He did not become a sex symbol until he kind of hooked up with Jay-Z.
Oh Lord.
Jay-Z kind of hooked up with Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying? You can't be so thirsty that you want to hit everything in front of you as a man. You dig what I'm saying? Get
Yeah.
that thirst up out you.
Yeah. Some
You
guys
dig what
don't
I'm
have
saying?
standards.
You can't just be trying it. It's gonna block your blessings because sometimes somebody who was gonna elevate you to the next level, you mess around and you trying to do the dance with them.
I agree. I agree.
Am I right?
Yeah. You got to be careful, man. And a lot of these guys, they don't really know how to set those boundaries. Because for all of the ladies in the comments that's saying that they have respect boundaries, I guarantee y'all, like Young said, if y'all call any one of those dudes and ask those dudes, I feel like we should just take it to the next level or go to the next step. They going to be willing to do it, okay?
Right.
Or anything, even if it's not that, anything, but you just never know, but some people, some men do have their respect for their female friends. And shout out to those guys who have respect for their female
Yeah,
friends.
it's not everybody. But
Yeah, it's not
you're right. It's not
everybody, 'cause
everybody. I'm not
I
saying
have a
everybody
few.
like that.
I have a few guys who have respect for me as well. I know y'all do and everything like that. So shout out to the men who have respect for female friends and who are very well capable of having a platonic relationship with beautiful women.
Right. You got to.
Okay. Enough with that. Okay, enough with Cam Newton and his mess. I'm going to take us into the next topic. Okay.